Hi everybody, so I got asked to do an in-depth review of the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro face primer, and just first of all I'm wearing these false nails from Primark. They're the Ooh La La ones, and I did an in-depth blog post on them, so I'll link that below if you want to check them out. So this primer is £5.99 I think, and I got mine on offer and I really do like it. So yeah, I'm just going to apply my foundation with it and just kind of, you know, explain the pros and cons. So it's like a white cream, and I probably use about that much to cover my whole face. So yeah, this one's got silicone in it, which I know some people don't like, which is the reason they don't like the Smashbox one, but I actually quite like it, and I think it helps to give that really nice smooth finish. So I'm just going to apply it all over my face, and the best way to do this is just smooth over it, and that way it'll fill in your pores and give a better finish. So, just going to blend that over my skin. I found that this one doesn't break me out because my skin is temperamental and I do have a few breakouts at the moment, but it hasn't given my skin any problems, which I really like. So that was the perfect amount for my skin, and what I just do is like leave it to settle in, and I would go and do my eye makeup, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, so now my eye makeup is done, I'm going to move on to concealer, and I'm going to be using the Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer. This is the shade 53. I really like this concealer. It's really thick and creamy and it blends really well. So I applied the primer right under my eyes, and I do find it kind of smooths out the eye area, so the concealer goes on really creamy, and I do find that my concealer lasts a lot longer when I do use a primer, and yeah. So this is really great for holding concealer under the eyes. I do tend to bring my concealer just up around the side like this. So if my eyeshadow did fall out a bit, it will just cover it. So as you can see, my eye kind of looks a little bit more awake. I'm just going to do that to the other eye. The concealer brush I'm using is from Eco Tools, and it is their concealer brush. Then I'm just going to take a small precision concealer brush, this one's from e.l.f., and just whatever remainder concealer, I'm just going to cover my breakouts. And I do find that by using this primer, it kind of moisturises my breakouts, which makes the concealer cover them so much better, because if your breakouts are dry, then the concealer will kind of flake around it. So if you've got breakouts, this primer works really well, and it makes the concealer kind of cover them up so much better. So I'm going to be using the matching foundation, the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation, and this is in the shade 52. This foundation is really good, and I would say this is kind of like medium coverage, but it's definitely buildable, and it doesn't look cakey, and it's very moisturising. I'd say if you've got very oily skin, this one might be a little bit too dewy, but for me, I've got combination dry skin, so this one works perfectly. And I apply this with a blending wedge. Start on like my cheeks. And what the primer has done is kind of sunk into my skin, and it's kind of covered in all my pores, and it's just given a really kind of smooth canvas. And I do find that letting this primer sink into your skin works so much better. Bourjois have just come out with a gel formulation of this foundation, which I'm really interested to try. That's it for foundation, and it just looks kind of really flawless, and by using the primer it's just kind of made it feel really smooth, and it's made my skin underneath feel really kind of moisturised as well. This is supposed to smooth, resurface, brighten, mattify and protect. So it kind of illuminates but mattifies at the same time, and I really like it. So I'm just going to continue with the rest of my makeup. So I'm just going to set it with a powder, and I do find that by using the primer my makeup does last a little bit longer, so I'm just going to powder any kind of blemish areas, and I always powder my concealer so it doesn't crease. I'm just going to apply a small matte bronzer. I'm going to be applying this one from NYC. Then I'm going to apply some highlight. I'm going to be using this one from Prestige. Highlight on my cheeks. And then for blush, I'm going to be using this beautiful colour from number 7, and it's called Coral Flush. lightly dab it on my cheekbones. So that is kind of my everyday foundation routine, but by using the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. I really recommend this one. I would just say if you've got really extremely dry skin, I probably wouldn't use it because it does give a slightly matte finish, but for me I've kind of got dryness around my forehead and chin, so if I just lightly dab it in those areas I find it works really well. But if you've got oily skin or combination skin, so it's really great, and it's really affordable at only like £6 or £7. I'll put a link to below to where you can buy this. So I hope this has been helpful, and if you've got any more questions just leave it in the comments below. But yeah, really recommend it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!